Yo.
What's going on, people? It's your boy Marv Oni.
Francis.
And this is another edition of Welcome to My Hood Film. But this isn't just any old edition, folks. Oh man, I feel good about today. Une. It's our anniversary, y'all. We've been saying it, we've been dancing around it for a little while, but we gotta come to terms with it. We started this bad boy many moons ago. Pre-COVID, pre-mask, pre-everything. And we still going. As you see, we in a studio now.
I like how you describe it like it's a BC AD situation.
I mean, that's thank you. That's how we got to describe it now. Thank you.
Before COVID.
Yeah, before COVID.
Right before we killed the Son of God.
Yeah, BC AC, baby. That's how it is. It's what it is, man. I didn't make it up. It's just part of life.
BC2, baby.
Yeah. And like I said, we've been rocking for a while. Now we moved our talents from the wonderful world of streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple Music over to the more wonderful sound of YouTube. So anyway, but we decided to bring
our partners like that.
No, I'm not shitting on them. No, we appreciate everything.
Up and comers.
Yeah,
YouTube.
You know what I mean? Like it's a different vibe. I'm just saying our numbers is a little better. But anyway, we have a guest who, to us, has been rocking with us since day one. She's been helping us do all the projects we've been trying to do, our game show, this podcast right here. She was our very first guest. She was our guest for our anniversary special we did, and now she's our guest for our other anniversary special. Go ahead and let them know who you is,
Also,
cuz.
she might as well come to the studio since we had her in some bullshit. Well, last one wasn't bullshit. Oh, that was our apartment.
Introduce me.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Yeah.
Yo,
I was also just adding to the lore.
Our friend Alison Klemp in the building.
Yeah, sorry.
That's
Go
me.
ahead,
Hello. Happy to be here.
I should ask, should we call you Alison? Should I say Klemp or should you want me to do the...
You can call me whatever.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. I didn't. Just being respectful.
It's all my name. You
Yeah,
know.
okay. Fair enough. But we
First
back.
name Alison, last name Klemp. Choose your own adventure.
Choose your own adventure. Which way you want to go? You know what I mean? Which way you want to rock with it? We appreciate you for doing this once again.
Yeah.
You are, as usual, our MVP. You have been on this podcast the most, right? Then she just beat
the three-peat.
Yeah, the three-peat, right?
Yeah, she's officially now number one.
Oh, right, because it was Chewy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
And Yoshiko.
And Yoshiko, right? Okay, So. Yeah, three-peat. Yeah, so we just moving out there. I always find some way to put Allison in the
mix,
upper echelon. It's my homie right there. That's my homie.
It.
Yes. How you been?
I've been all right. You know, looking for a job. If anyone out there wants this space at your office all day, let me know. But yeah, I'm good. You know, I'm raising my daughter, my dog, and yeah. Always happy to schlep to the Bronx.
Yeah. You had me for a second. I was like, wait, you
I had a secret child.
Yeah, I was like, what?
You drank us?
Yeah,
I had a secret baby. Maybe you noticed on my Instagram post, been from the neck up lately.
I was
been
like,
hiding it like an actress in a sitcom.
Yeah, that's what I was like, yo. It's like, what's going on?
If I'm going to go through all that, people will be hearing about it.
Yeah.
We will be making content.
Yeah, that's what I was like, yo. I was about to cry for a second.
Trying to get this mommy influencer money.
There you go. I'm seeing it out there. Cass is trying.
Yeah,
a lot of my friends that are mothers are really on here like,
oh, wow.
Look, out is having a child to save the marriage, in having a child to save your career.
Finances, that's tough. This is just like...
You need something to write about. Fuck.
Yeah.
This ain't no different than when we had kids for farming. It's the same shit.
Basically.
Yeah,
content farming, baby.
Content farming, baby.
Yikes.
Swish.
At least someone die from exposure, I guess. Well, they will in a different way.
Excuse me. But yeah.
Exposure.
Yeah. Death of the soul, save your body, which I guess probably works.
You put your kids on the internet, it's gotta happen.
Y'all crazy.
Yeah, that's right.
Y'all crazy. Oh.
I'm not crazy. I'm not the one jerking off to kids.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
And no one else is here also.
Nah,
This is an anti-pedophilia podcast.
I don't like that.
Cut this out.
It's just cut it straight out. We've been blessed to be doing this for a while. The first movie we showed Allison was Killer Season, starring Cameron and friends. The second movie we showed her was Percentage, starring Cameron and friends.
And this time we showed him something that wasn't bullshit.
Zero Cameron.
Zero Cameron. Yeah,
we couldn't do that again. Now we curl.
We couldn't go for the turkey, ladies and gentlemen.
Shocked.
Nah.
Yeah, I was looking. Trust and believe. I was looking. I was like, yo, wouldn't it be funny if we gave her 3 straight trash Cameron movies? She would be like, yo, I thought y'all loved me, man.
Yeah.
Come on. But no, we decided to give you.
Is there a third Cameron movie?
Well, I mean, paid in full, but we did that one already.
We did that one already with someone else.
We did it with somebody else. Well, our boy Kevin Jan.
Damn, you Cameron cheated on me?
Yeah,
I thought that was our thing.
We Cameron cheated
To
on
be
me,
fair, he
you
wasn't the main
motherfuckers.
character, so technically, it wasn't full cheat. It was flirting, I guess.
All right.
Supporting actor. He was a supporting actor. And then I couldn't find, after percentage, I tried. I really did, and I couldn't find nothing else.
Thank God.
Which maybe is more of a good thing.
Yeah.
Probably was like
definitely a production level upgrade.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, exactly.
Objectively.
Oh yeah, 100%. So
even Cameron would agree.
Yeah. So we decided to get you a better movie, not just a better movie, but for the first time ever on this podcast, we were able to catch up to the generation and get a modern day hood film.
Modern day hood film.
Yeah.
Modern day hood film.
Modern day classic.
Do you remember the title by any chance?
Of the movie we just watched?
Yeah.
One of them days?
Yeah.
You'll be forgetting.
I know people be like, oh, it was the last.
I mean, this one, look, no shade to the movies that you guys usually cover, but this one is like an actual movie. It was like, had an actual release, it has actual celebrities.
It was a theater.
Fair.
It was
That's
theaters,
fair.
it was on
Go to the
Netflix.
theater.
Yeah. And that was on Netflix.
It's not like it's not YouTube.
Like
but
a
it's
real
like
theater too, where
but
they
it's like
serve
a
you food,
YouTube,
yeah.
like kind of like YouTube. You gotta make a fake login and then.
Yeah.
That's
I think both movies, both of those Cameron movies was on YouTube, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, wow, you're right. You are
They had
so
like
right,
proper
Alison.
lighting in this movie. Like
Proper lighting.
a full budget. Like
Way better quality.
Yeah.
It was freaking 4K for crying out
like
loud.
for sure, everyone in this movie got paid.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And it was celebrities you felt like going to see in the theaters.
Yeah.
The only similarity is that there was some. It can't even count that. Jude Apatow kid is in this movie, and Cameron had his kid in his movie, but he abused his kid in his movie. It was a different kind,
You stupid.
Yeah.
Judd Apatow's kid, as we found out just before we recorded, is a grown woman.
Yeah.
Versus a little kid who was dragged there by accident.
Cameron forgot.
He forgot he had to watch the kid that day. Yeah.
Which is wild. And so he's like, I guess the kid just gonna be in this movie now. That's wild, Cameron.
That kid had the greatest improvising ever. She really wanted pizza when they were filming in a pizza shop. And he just ran with the scene. Like, yeah, yes, and.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you can't fault the kid for that.
You can't.
You got a kid in a pizza shop for 10 hours. Look, I'm not even as an adult. If you have me in a pizza shop for 10 hours, I'm gonna want to eat some pizza.
I'm gonna want to eat some fucking pizza. Eventually.
I don't even think it was 10 hours long.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, it was nighttime by the side that
Anyway, he's doing sports commentary with Mace now.
Yeah, this is now. So one of them days came out earlier this year, 2025. I believe like January, February, something like that. Yeah, February.
Classic February movie. Classic post-Oscars, like.
Listen, they made their money.
They
made their money.
February is when they put the black movies in the theaters. Let's be real.
That's why I laughed, because I was like, I know.
Get Out was a February movie. That's all I got.
Fuck you.
Off the top of my head.
Captain America. Captain America was February.
In that movie's defense, it got delayed a lot. It was supposed to be.
That's supposed to be a summer movie.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a summer movie. That day, I'm not even gonna.
Like, look, this is your month.
No, I'm not even gonna blame the mouse on that one. I can blame the mouse for a lot of things.
The third blackest Marvel movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough stuff.
No, this one. No, actually, according to IMDb, it was January.
Okay.
But.
All right.
But.
My bad. That was racist of me. And
No.
No, I took accountability. I made an assumption. Was it late January at least?
That's what I was about to say.
Because it was in theaters in February.
In your defense, it was January 17th, which is several days after MLK Day.
Okay,
so right? Yeah, right. You know what I mean?
All right.
Cats had the weekend.
But it was in theaters in February. And the reason I say that is because a friend of mine and I we were like going to go see the movie, and then we ended up not making it, but I remember like us having the conversation about like, oh, we should go see one of them days, and it was around that time. So
Okay. Nah, you all good.
I have to clear my name.
She's like, clear it up. Damage control.
I have to clear my name from the accusation I made against myself. I am my own worst enemy, as usual.
I was like, you started it and then you finished it all in the span of a couple minutes. So I was like, nah, we're not going to put you under the bus like that. Oh, you already know. The box office for this, the budget for this was $14 million estimated, and it went on to make a gross worldwide of $51,786,491.
And that's a success.
That is a success.
That is a huge success.
That's right.
$14 million is low.
Yeah, they had a lot of people in this movie.
Yeah.
Man.
Especially for the celebrities, the cameos.
But
you're
you know
right.
what? It was quality over quantity because the cast was actually pretty small.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is true, too.
True.
They didn't really need much in terms of the cast.
They had some vets in here.
Yeah,
They had
did.
some people who was like, I know Catwoman's got a check.
Yeah.
I could find.
I mean, you had Kat, you had Keke Palmer, SZA, Janelle James.
She's a household name now.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Shout out Janelle.
There is a very small, brief cameo appearance by Issa Rae. You don't see her, but you hear her. She's the voice in the Lone Place when they go to the She has a super quick cameo.
Damn.
You just hear her voice real quick. Out of there.
That's wild.
Yeah.
She couldn't show face.
I mean, she was like the producer of the movie. She didn't care about that. She just did it for the fun of it.
She's getting her check.
Yeah, it's like, I'm already good on my check no matter what I do.
I didn't know she was producing. Now I was making sense.
Yeah, Lil Rel was in it, so it was a lot of...
Gabriel Dennis.
Yeah, Gabriel Dennis. A lot of names. I mean, I don't know his name off the top of my head, even though I'm literally looking at IMDb, but he was in Snowfall. He was the bad guy in this one. Uncle Jerome. Amin Joseph. He played Uncle Jerome in Snowfall for all y'all Snowfall fans out there. He was King Lolo, that's right. And my homegirl I'm seeing her in every movie now, and she plays the goofball, like, office person, lawyer, whatever. Yeah. Her name is Kayla Monteroso Mejia. And it's this lady. Yeah, she's in
She was so
everything.
Funny.
Yeah, she was.
She was so funny.
She's in everything. She was funny. Everything I see in, hilarious. Like, and I got to that point where I was like, oh, you about to become that lady. That you just, every movie you watch, you're like, oh, yeah, she gonna say some funny ass shit. That's
like the best way to have a career is to be like that guy kind of person.
Yeah, that's right.
And then it's like you're cashing the checks, you're getting the work, but also you can kind of live like a normal life.
That's it.
You know?
It's like right in the middle. Maybe one day they'll give her own show. I don't know. You never know.
Hey man, listen.
I'd watch it.
Just write it. You gotta write it. And just send it out to the ether.
Yeah,
man, listen.
I know.
The way things going, bro, you got the camera quality is good enough. Just make it. We get it there, bro. Come on.
Advice for the youth out there. I like that, bro. Big brother Udi right here.
Hey, listen, man. I'm not here to sell dreams, bro. I'm just here to show reality.
Ooh.
That's for you, bro.
Mic drop. Mic drop. I respect that, brother. All right, now you got it, bro.
Well, do try though. I'm not saying don't try.
Got you, bro. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. We try right now.
Yeah.
There's no try. There's only do.
That's it. Okay. Just do it like
doing it.
But don't. Just prepare for some heartbreak. That's all.
Yeah. This movie's on Netflix, people, so you can go watch it anytime you want. So I think, in all fairness, we're just going to skip over summarizing it. We're just going to talk more about what we
It's a lot.
said.
You guys know about the movie.
There you
Keke
go.
Palmer and SZA.
There you go.
Like everybody.
It's
a
lot to watch. There's a lot of things happening.
I loved it.
Yeah, no, it was great.
I was about to say, how'd you like it? Like, what'd you like about it, basically?
It was Friday for girls.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
You know?
I like that.
Like buddy comedy, energy, and like the scary people from the hood, like the hood villains, and like it was funny, like it was good, it was cute. It was like a rom-com, but like for their friendship.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
I do think it was also Friday for ladies, and I actually like this one.
I'm gonna say I don't know, it's for ladies, it's from like a lady.
because they are girls.
Yeah, from a lady's perspective.
Anyone can watch it and enjoy it, but like it was from a female perspective, but it was that same kind of energy, like these kind of like, they've been friends for a long time, like they got each other's back, even though like they get pissed at each other, I mean,
it was pretty much that without smoking weed, and they had their own Debo. and their Debo was undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
That's way better to me. Their Debo by the next movie was watered down. This Debo was never gonna water down.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
No, you're right. If they
that.
make a sequel, if they make a sequel, you might be right.
Well, learn from the past. Don't water her down.
Yeah, just don't make. Yeah.
Or if you just don't have her at all, or
Big booty Bernice, you gotta have her.
You gotta have her.
Or maybe then you got to Brawly her from Dragon Ball. Make her like a good guy, but she starts to crash out. Save her for the third act where like, hey, listen.
You wanted her to fight King Lolo?
Yeah. He's bad, but
I don't know that sit down move was crazy.
Oh,
she sat.
Street Fighter attack or Street Fighter.
Yeah, she sat down on him straight Bowser style.
She beat both of them up at the same time.
Yeah, that was crazy.
To be fair, they ain't got hands.
No.
Like Keke Palmer should have had hands. I know SZA ain't had no hands. Like you too pretty.
Are you referring to them in real life or in the movie?
A little bit of both. No, SZA might have hands.
In real life, I feel like SZA might have hands, but in the movie, she doesn't.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing because I was like, wait, are you trying to say?
Yeah. No.
Like you watch SZA get beat up and something.
Yeah, SZA can come beat you up.
Or she's gonna look for you, bro. Like why you say that shit?
Show off somewhere.
She's coming to town in May. Everybody comes.
Right, like,
your name Oni? Yeah.
That
you know my name. I know. I seen y'all shit.
Yeah, you go to the concert. She's like, I heard you were talking shit.
We're like, oh man.
Gonna pull up to your next show, bro.
I just gotta let it hit me in the face now. Nothing I can do about it.
You should be so lucky.
Can't wait. Yeah, I was gonna be chilling. Oh, I heard SZA pulled up the
hit me in the face.
QED. The shit out of Oni.
I'm gonna fight SZA, bro?
Yeah, QED.
That's fun. I'll be sick. I'll be even.
I'll be sitting right there like, yo,
shows
this
him in
is
a expensive ass car.
It's the craziest.
With some goons, I just get beat up in the back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the craziest night I ever been here.
That was suck.
Just pull up like, yo, where's Uni? Anyway.
So the movie.
Yes, so back to the movie. Yeah. Instead of fantasizing about you.
I'm just, listen, I just get beat up. Ain't no fantasy. And I'm going to sue.
Get that money.
Still, Udi, I'm crying. I'm just going to sue. Let me beat me up. Go ahead. Anyway, no. It wasn't it? You said it was John Singleton's daughter or something like that?
The writer.
The writer? Oh, she wrote it?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. That's crazy.
Yeah. Singleton. Yeah.
So that explains a lot, actually, as my mic gets turned
generational.
Yeah.
Oh, Nepo baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like a good Nepo baby. Nepo baby obviously doesn't suck.
I'm kidding, yeah. Not all Nepo babies are bad.
No, they're not all bad.
I'm
sometimes they're just nice too.
What kind of, that's a fire family lineage right there. Listen, when you think about it, right? Like to just write some heat and then.
Well, she also she's written on other stuff too.
Word?
She was, because I also have Google. Not to brag, but my phone has internet. No, but I saw she wrote on Insecure and on Black Monday and Rap Shit, I think.
Okay.
Or maybe another thing or two.
I've seen.
Okay.
Yeah. So she has.
Yeah. Insecure.
Yeah, you're right.
It wasn't her first job, you know. She was.
Oh, Rap Shit. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, she did all Issa's shows.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So they clearly have a good relationship.
Clearly, I mean you got to. That's like her. John Singleton was such a legend, man. He made some fire ass shows. A show and fire ass movies. So it's like for her to come out and just be like, I'm gonna do some heat too. I loved it.
Just keep the oven on.
Yeah.
Cause we cooking in here.
Yeah. Have y'all two ever been to California?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking from y'all perspective. Like, do y'all feel that y'all saw a little bit of like that already?
Yeah, my dad's whole side of the family is from California, but they're mostly in like Santa Monica, so like very nice, you know. But I had before I moved to New York, I had a brief interlude with LA, which was definitely like it was a mistake. But at the time, I was living with a friend in Van Nuys, and their like apartment complex was like really reminiscent to me of where I was living. I mean, I don't know exactly what area of LA they were like supposed to be in. But yeah, that like the way the apartment was set up and everything was like, yeah, it kind of reminded me of that.
Okay. One giant hole.
One giant hole.
I feel like that's like kind of like the style of these kind of like 2 stories, courtyard in the middle, sort of. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've never been. So whenever I see movies like this, all you can do is take that imagination of what you see.
Pretty spacious.
Yeah. I do like to believe it's as goofy as what I see in the movies, though. With those storylines,
I mean, they're
that's what I
always
mean.
exaggerating.
I know they always exaggerate.
Like, I seen it.
It's really more like Baby Boy.
I've seen some weird ass shit out there, man.
You heard?
Yeah.
Was it
Them
weird?
Stars joint is like fucked.
Some what?
You know the Avenue of the Stars, that whole area. Is
Oh,
like,
the
Oh.
Walk of
area
Fame?
is
Oh.
hood.
Hollywood? Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
Hollywood.
why someone's star in front of a Dwayne Reed? That don't feel right. No way. Fan, real talk, don't even put it there, bro. Don't even bother. You might as well put it in the fucking door.
So if
At
you got
No, you put it, if my store gonna be in front of Dwayne Reed, just put it in the door so these people can see it. And they're not walking trying to get some goddamn hot cheese Cheetos stepping on my name.
Is that Woody Francis?
Nah, we good, bro. Nah, that was wild.
3-pack condoms, please.
Y'all wildin' here. Y'all wildin' over here, LA. You wildin' LA.
Y'all wild in LA, apparently. We said, please move them stars from Dwayne Reed. Yeah.
Such a specific gripe.
Yeah, such
Yeah.
Here's my main problem with Los Angeles.
No, that's not even my main problem. Just going out like, damn, like, you ain't really.
so much other shit, but
This
that
shit kind
star,
of looking kind of fucked up over here.
a star for the Dwayne Reed, that was what I drew the
I
line.
was expecting better. It's like when people come to New York and they're expecting Times Square to not look, and then it's just some guy just pissing. It's the same shit.
Yeah, it's basically
Yeah.
Times Square.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
Just get
Yeah.
like, oh, it's not. No, it's not it at all. Like, nope.
It will be a crackhead piss in front of Dwayne Reed, so it's a similar vibe. You're right. You're
I mean,
right.
there's definitely a lot of crackheads in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's sad. Of course.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we didn't see that in this movie. It was a little more.
Yeah, there weren't any.
Positive.
They
Yeah.
referenced crackheads.
Yeah.
They
There was
did.
the junior crackhead joke,
Junior
which was
crackhead.
funny.
Lucky might have been who's Cat Williams' character. He might
Yeah.
have been.
Nah, he wasn't a crackhead.
No, he wasn't
No,
a
he
crackhead.
wasn't crackhead.
He was
No.
crackhead.
I mean, I thought you said homeless.
I think he was
No,
homeless.
no. He was homeless for
He
sure.
was homeless, but he was
Yeah.
like
No drugs.
Yeah, no.
I mean, not shown. Or
Well, not shown. Right. We
but
don't-
it wasn't.
we don't
It wasn't implied either. It
No,
wasn't like
true.
yeah.
It seemed
True.
like he was chilling.
They just made it seem like he got.
There was like no drugs in this movie, which is
No.
interesting.
Exactly. That's what I like. It was like they could
Maybe
still
they
be
want to
stupid
dip
without
into
it.
like rated R territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, I don't even know what this was rated. It's probably
Is it R?
PG-13 or
It
something.
felt PG-13.
It
Yeah.
definitely showed that guy.
Oh no, it was rated R.
Really?
Yeah.
Because of the probably because of the slow.
Oh yeah, they still was
Yeah, that's
cursing.
why I was
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they did.
And then showing a imprint of a dude's.
Yeah.
It shows how like degenerate we are. That we're just like, oh, this is for children.
Yeah, this is definitely. A family could go see this.
You can take your middle schooler.
Listen, we all saw Predator when we were like 10 when that shit first came out.
In the theaters?
Not in theaters.
Yeah, that's.
No one's taking their kids to see this anyway.
You never know.
No, man. You think a 10-year-old wants to see this?
It's not about what they want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a
There's
little.
that
It's
too.
about do I want
Do I
to?
want
I don't
to?
want to
There's
pick
that.
my babysitter.
Wow,
Exactly.
that's
Shut the
tough.
fuck up.
Yeah, you gotta.
Hey, baby, you like SZA? Come on. That's it.
Harold, you play your iPad.
Yep. Now you
Wow,
listen to
watch
SZA while I watch
that's
SZA. There you go. You're right.
Kids love SZA.
Kids love
They do
SZA.
like SZA.
That's it. That was the selling point probably to go see this.
I feel like at that point, just wait for Netflix, homegirl. It's not that serious.
I mean, they could, but like Alison said, you might have a
Yeah.
night where it's like, I want to go out.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
cooped up in the
Babysitter
crib.
canceled.
Babysitter canceled.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I literally
Already
bought
bought the
tickets to
ticket,
this
yeah.
movie. Yeah.
I'm
So
just saying,
coming.
there's always
Yeah.
kids in movies that there shouldn't be kids at.
Fair
that is
enough.
a fact.
I never,
Oh my
never
gosh.
say no one would
Oh
because
my
someone
gosh.
would.
Someone will always till we are moved on and more.
Like, why am I at like a Marvel movie and you have a baby in?
Damn.
That's different though. Like,
Depending on the movie.
Yeah, it's like hard.
they're
It's
not
like
even
work.
rated R.
No, but it's too loud.
It's too loud. Man, kids
Like-
love loud shit.
Good
babies.
sir.
Oh, baby's wild. Yeah, that's OD.
I can back up her point
Yeah.
just by what you just said.
What?
You said they did it?
Oh, yeah.
What was the biggest Marvel movie last summer, sir? That
Deadpool,
every kid went
Wolverine.
and saw?
Oh,
Yeah.
come on, that's like.
My man, it was cursing crazy.
Yeah, that's Wolverine though. You gotta let that slide.
Oh, my
bro.
God.
Yeah, that's a little bit different. I think Wolverine is very different than SZA.
I mean, yes.
I think most kids
in
would
many
go.
ways-
I
in many
kind of
ways
gonna go
they're
see
different.
Wolverine.
One of them has
Yeah.
adamantium in their body.
Yeah.
Why
Which, by the way,
Why
I think
did
it's a
you-
better movie, by the way.
Why did you compare them to? Why did you compare them
Because
to?
I'm comparing what two kids would want to see.
What you-
Crazy.
I'm sorry, bro. That's the way you said it. He's
Oh,
like,
okay.
I think Wolverine's different than SZA. That's what I was like, yeah. You're crazy. Anyway, What was just like some of your favorite moments in the movie when you saw it? Like some of your favorite scenes? If you had to like.
It's a lot of scenes.
I mean, the fight scene was incredible.
Fight scene was good.
With Bernice beating them up with her big booty.
With the big booty, she twerked, like the light whipped it out. Right.
Yeah. There was a lot of physical comedy that was really fun. The blood bank was really fun. Yeah, I don't know.
I liked it when the white girl showed up.
Yeah.
She was giving a little speech. The kids did not give a fuck at all. They didn't acknowledge her. They kept playing their game. It was like, wow.
They didn't even want the cookies.
The little girls want to go get the cookies. I'm talking about the boys at the table.
Did not do
they
didn't care.
At all.
Yeah, they didn't care.
At anything. They didn't care about no cookies.
They was
that's tough.
Lady, hurry up and go to your apartment.
Yeah.
They aren't even aware that lady is there.
Word, they weren't even aware. It was like, yeah, all right.
In their own
Maybe they were playing. I like to think they were playing Uno. Like, we're not trying to hear nothing this girl got to say, bro.
Maybe it was an intense game of Uno. Both of them had their last card, and then they looked for 2 seconds like.
Yeah, I think I saw one that had popped up. Like, ain't shit going on over this. A white lady.
You don't know how to play Uno. Come on.
When Kiki's like hair was all messed up, that was like the whole thing with her hair was very entertaining.
Her hairdresser was funny.
Oh,
Yeah, the hairdresser was funny.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't know. There was like a lot of like good little. Everyone who was in the movie had like good moments, even if they were like a smaller
character.
role. Yeah, so I enjoyed that. I feel like everything like fit together really well.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I did like a lot of the physical comedy too. It definitely.
That dude definitely got blasted in the beginning.
He got what?
The machine blasted.
First 5 seconds, yo.
I was
like, what?
Fantasy shit.
We just started.
And that was it. That was the only time we saw that guy.
Yeah. I thought he might have died.
Just went home, just
died in sleep. The pain. No, I was like, damn, the movie just started. I was like, yo, what a way to set the tone. My sister said, ugh. I was like, nah, this movie about to be different. But it's true. Nobody can say they was expecting that part. But yeah, no, I did like the Bernice fight scene is always gonna get me because the music, her about to finish the interview, Keke Palmer's character Drew about to finish the interview, and she's just, oh, here's Drew, help! And she's like, I never met that person in my life. Drew! I need you! And they just looking at her like, that's your girl?
Your own girl.
And like, we've been doing this for a while. We've always even said, we even had a segment where it's like, whose man's is this? Mm-hmm. They legit like subliminally did that in that scene. Yeah. While she's getting beat up, they just looked at her like, that's your girl? Okay. All right, clearly. I laughed so hard because I saw it in theaters before we did this, when it was in theaters. And I laughed so hard at that scene because she was like, just crying for her life. For her friend to come over and both of them to get beat up.
They got,
I was like, yo, you should have just kept getting beat up. I was like, she gonna kill you. You should have just kept getting beat up.
Yeah, she'll take it. Just let her get killed.
Yeah.
And I kind of felt like when I was watching that, I'm like, y'all got to give her a break. She got her ass beat. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
it's like, how you going to hold that against her? And then, like, it's like, that should look, like, from the people, like, doing the job interviews perspective, it's like, oh, like, if she had, like, you know, gone super ratchet and beat the shit out of Bernice, they'd be like, oh, I don't know if we want to hire you.
She was fucked either way.
But it's like, anybody can get beat up.
Yeah.
You know?
True.
Yeah, that was tough.
Anybody can catch it.
You got your ass beat, which means that you're probably not going to be a threat in the office. So I mean, look, we can beat your ass. Like,
we know we can beat you up. We don't got to worry about you on Monday. Yeah. We know we don't got to worry about you.
I know you don't fight back.
Yeah, I know you won't do anything. It's cool.
I saw you swing that punch. Like,
she ain't got no hands.
Don't worry about it.
They hired Bernice as like security or some shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
She's like, yeah, do something now. I got Bernice downstairs. All right, I'll go back to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of funny because then like later she showed up, the hiring lady showed up at the art event, and she was like, I got somebody invited her or something. But in my mind, I was like, she walked in, looked at like one painting, walked up to Drew, told her like, yeah, you know what, we'll hire you, and then was like, all right, I'm gonna go.
Maybe some time passed.
Better time passed because to me it looked
also like if she would have stayed for Lolo, you would have to do the whole thing all over again.
Good point.
Yeah, you did get her out of there.
Okay, I give you that. You're right. Good point. That's fair enough. because they did. It felt like something from like an action show, because like you saw a white lady standing there, and she's like, "Just go home, please." She's like, "Okay, fine." She's like, "But I keep saying safe. What's going on?" And I'm not gonna lie, that's not like a white thing. That's just a concern.
No.
Person.
To be fair,
any person who
she
hears,
did try to stand on bitch. She did
someone's
say,
actively trying to kill you, and I'm standing right next to you.
Yeah.
I have questions.
I have questions.
Like, you should be alarmed by that.
Yes.
Like, you're like, someone's coming here with a gun?
Yes.
Did we circle back to the killing?
I said the same thing. I would have been like, yo, fam, let's rewind that real quick. Go home. No, I will not go home. I need to know, do we need to call the police? Are you two in danger?
You just said I got pepper spray, to be fair. She did say
no, she was willing to help, but it's still just like...
Yeah, but what am I getting myself
into? What am I getting myself into?
Know,
That's why, because she probably just thought it was a regular guy that was like a jerk, and she could just be like, shit. Yeah. And then I think it would have been funny if she said, I got pepper spray, and stood there, and then they pulled up, and he pulled the burn out, and she was like, Mr. Lolo, sir?
Where's Shooter when you need him?
Yo, where was he? He should have ran down the stairs and been ready.
That's all was good.
Oh, he got PTSD, remember?
Yeah, but I think
they didn't do anything with that joke,
Lolo. There's like an alternate version of the script where
I know where he wilded out, like
where
he just
the white
jumped
girl
out.
saves the day. I mean, the white girl did kind of save the day.
She did, because at first it was. I think that's how they had to rewrite it. They probably was like, they looked at it and it was like, this might be a bit too black.
What I learned from this movie is that gentrification is good. Because gentrification is how they were able to get the money.
That is true, actually. As much as I laughed at it, that is true. That is true.
You're welcome.
And you know what's funny?
Justified my whole existence.
Damn, you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
All the ratchetness before that moment was threatening their lives. Yeah. And then the gentrification, they got their rent money, they got the money for the gangster, everything. Yeah. Yo, that's crazy.
Also, the girl's an idiot because she should have been selling that art.
Yeah.
Gentrification saves lives.
Yeah,
she should have been selling art, but that was a better point because it was like they could have just died.
She was their white savior.
They would have been evicted, and then he would have pulled up and been like, "So y'all don't got my money? All right, it's over." And then the movie would have just ended. Instead,
well, like the common trope in movies is like the magical Negro. Mm-hmm. So we have a magical white.
The magical white.
So they just kind of like reversed it. The magical white.
The magical white person. Yeah, he's like, "I got you. How much for this? Yeah, sure, I'll buy it too." Yeah, because she bought that shit light. Anybody else would be like, 300? I
mean, 300 for art
crazy.
is like not crazy.
It's not crazy.
No, the people who got it is like that.
Sometimes I do see people selling art, and I'm like, really? Mm. There's this guy who's always in Union Square, and I like see his paintings, and and he does these things on like the roll-up kind of canvas, you know? Mm. And there's like a thing I like, but it's like, I don't know. And I was like, how much for this? And he was like, $750. And I was like,
nah, fam.
No. Like, I'm sorry.
I know inflation got you, fam, but you wildin' out here.
Like, it's like on a tarp.
That's tough.
Like,
that's tough. Nah, you wildin'.
Like,
that is tough.
There's like some triangles and shit. Like,
what?
No.
How big was it?
I mean, it was like a good size, but...
It was enough... We can't even show
it was like,
on the screen.
I don't know. Okay. It's like this wide and like...
I don't know. I still don't think that's $750.
I don't know. Look, I don't have a good sense of it. And my favorite piece of art that I have in my apartment, I found on the street. So, I'm a raccoon. I don't have a good appreciation.
I found some good stuff.
I don't understand. I mean, I don't understand art.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm dumb. I don't know.
Don't do that.
I don't know. I can't paint, so I don't get it.
Right. I hear you.
You know what I mean? I respect it because I cannot do it. Yeah. But I don't understand.
What is it a picture of?
It was like 3 dogs.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
But not like realistic dogs, you know what I mean? Like cartoon.
Like cartoon dogs?
Oh, not even like the ones playing poker?
That's tough.
Realistic. It was like like little triangle heads. Or, you know, it was like,
it was like one of those.
Cute, but anyway. So yeah.
That's a different kind of art.
Yeah, so $300 for like a nice painting, I feel like is not bad.
Yeah, that's true. Our friend here has paintings, and he almost sold me one for $100. I was like, damn. I didn't even feel bad about that. It wasn't big, but at the same time, it was nice. It was nice. So I wanted to support my friend just like she wanted to support her friends.
Yeah.
You know, so
Exactly.
that was fair. But I did like the karma at the end where they were like, she hooked up with Keyshawn, but then like in the return, the dog just like fucked up all the sneakers.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, that's a fair. Because at first I felt bad. I was like, damn, they just gonna let her shock up with homeboy after they knew he ain't shit. And then they thought about it like, she do have a dog and he do like shoes. So I said, all right, cool, that's fair enough. But I felt like as friends, I was like, I could at least just like, you know, pulled it to the side and be like, look, he not really worth it.
She did buy mad shit. Or maybe they might have low-key told her on the side and she's just too dickmatized too.
Look, you don't want to be a cock block either.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you gotta let your girl get dick down, you know?
Wow.
SZA was like, I don't care where you go, just not in my house.
Yeah, you didn't really go that far.
You didn't really go that far.
I hear what you're saying about like, I don't want to
she can afford for him to take her money. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
True.
She's not gonna become homeless if he is like taking advantage of her.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So it's like,
it does work itself out.
Yeah.
It's
like a sugar mama.
Yeah.
He probably would sit there like, I wonder if she gonna buy me new shoes. That dog fucked up all my shoes.
It doesn't sound like it. Even if she is, the dog's fucking up. She likes that dog more than him.
Yeah. No,
so that's always gonna be he's never gonna be able to do what he did to SZA in a way, because
I get what you're saying.
That dog's always gonna overpower.
Always gonna overpower. Yeah. That's fair enough.
So he's just gonna have to eat it. You're gonna have to hold that. Like, how badly you not want to be on the streets, homeboy? You better act right.
Hold that.
He's wild out here, bro.
Is there a person in this movie that if you could, that you would say the phrase "whose man's is this" to when you see him, like in that movie, like any one character? It could even be two.
A character?
Oh yeah. Sorry, not the real life actor or actress. Like
Because I'm like, the answer is always gonna be Keke Palmer if it's like the real. Like.
Yo.
No, just like in general. Like if you're asking me any questions, Keke Palmer.
Okay.
What?
I don't know her.
I love her.
I love her. Okay.
I'm just like, if I can say anything to her, I'll say.
You say anything to her. Yeah.
If you're giving me an opportunity to talk to Keke Palmer, I'm
okay.
No.
He was asking whose man's.
Like if you got to be like, whose man's is that? Like somebody being extra. That's what I meant. Like
SZA's character. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Also, why is her? This is bothering me. Why is her name Alyssa? It's like feels like such a weird name. Like like Drew with an X and then like Alyssa. I was just like Alyssa. Okay, I don't know.
Maybe they were trying to.
She didn't have like Alyssa energy.
I get what you're saying.
Know what I mean?
What should her name be?
I don't know, but Alyssa. I don't know what it should have been. I just feel like Alyssa didn't quite fit.
Yeah. I'm not gonna hold you. I forgot her name was Alyssa too.
I remember.
She's like the artist.
Yeah,
she's like, you know what I mean? She's like the wild one.
Yeah.
Like Alyssa. It's like such a.
She should have been Drew, and the other one should have been his name.
Maybe or just like something
else. Yeah.
You know.
Because even Drew with an X was like, even when the interviewer was like, oh, with an X.
But also, like we had it with the subtitles on, so like they were spelling it like that. But if you weren't watching it with subtitles, you wouldn't know that until they say Drew with an X, because you never like see her name.
Yeah, I don't think they ever said it until.
You know, and like Drew is not like a crazy name for a girl. You know?
It's not. I just never saw it with an X before.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that was
but it's
the
like,
only thing,
but like you wouldn't even know that until they said that.
No, 100%. That was the only part where I felt like I can't even be mad at that guy. Because I was like, I never heard it like that. But I don't have nothing against it. But I've
never seen it spelled like that.
If you saw a name with an X at the end, you would pronounce the X, right? Yeah. If you saw that name, you'd be like, oh yeah, Drex, I guess.
Yeah. That's what I would have thought too. Like, yo, you
if you
Drex?
saw a name with an X, I don't know, I feel like...
Most of the time, you're going to think that. You're going to be like, yo, you Drex? Like,
Rex,
no,
you know? Like, I don't know. Like,
it's silent.
X is silent.
But you don't know that.
Damn, you might as well leave the X off. I ain't going to hold you.
Well, there's that, yeah.
You being real, like... Don't even put it in.
Yeah, I felt SZA's character was the cause of a majority of their problems.
Yeah, like 90%. Chaos agent.
Yeah, she was a chaos agent for sure. And I know it was written that way, which is fair, because that's usually what happens in these friend movies. One friend is the fuck up, one friend is kind of in between, and then by the end of it, it's like, why did you do all the things that you did?
Yeah,
so it's always like that.
But it creates balance, you know, because the one person's a little bit too rigid and they need to be opened up, and then the other one needs to be stabilized a little bit. So.
Yeah.
That's the magic.
That is the magic of cinema.
Mm-hmm.
Was there a character besides Alyssa you felt? You always have one that really gets you there.
There's so many people. You just kind of crashing out.
That's what this movie's about, man. It's supposed to be wacky.
This was like a full crash out movie.
Full crash
Yeah,
out.
everyone's crashing out. I have to say King Lolo, but I get it.
Hey, crazy.
Yeah, he's a dumbass too, though. Like, bro, why you just sell the sneakers to begin with?
Yeah.
Why you even throw it up there?
But that's what Lucky was trying to tell him. He's like he not tied on too tight. That's what he was trying to warn him. So he probably threw it up there. Then when he realized he can get a lot of money for it, he was like, "Nah, we're gonna get it."
No, I feel like he got so offended that they took this.
Oh,
Like,
took it
he
down.
was like, "I put those there. They should have stayed there," and it like. Just because I put those there doesn't mean that you can take them, like,
True.
whatever, you know? And so, like, I feel like he was...
Oh, trying to be a power move? Like he's some
I
kind
feel
of...
like he was, like, felt, like, offended. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you can't, like, take my shit.
Take
Like,
my
it was,
shit,
like,
yeah.
a territorial thing.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes sense. I like
And,
that.
like, a
Yeah, he
assertion
does.
of his power.
I like that.
he's a dumbass.
He doesn't-
He owed money. That's all he got. Sell
Yeah.
the fucking sneakers. I think that's...
That
I
is
think,
a little plot hole.
I think he just really needed the money. That's why he was so
But it's like if
thirsty.
you're a guy who's like having your henchmen dangle a
Yeah.
man over a balcony,
Yeah.
like how are you like
Yeah.
in that deep with the payday loan?
Yeah. Yeah, how you paying these
Like why don't you
guys?
just rob enough people to pay back the
Pay them
payday
back,
loan?
yeah.
people? Like,
That's
you're-
what made it a funny
You're already like
callback.
a ruthless killer. Like,
Right.
you like killed someone for looking at him, right? Like that was like the same guy.
And then he
Like,
kills someone mid-conversation with Alyssa and Drew when he was on the phone.
Oh, they dropped that
Yeah.
guy?
He got off the
I
phone,
didn't-
dropped the guy.
I was like,
God.
just drop him.
Yeah, he was like, drop him. But they didn't show you it, thankfully.
Right.
But his leg, the guy's leg
Maybe
was
they
dangling.
weren't that high up.
Maybe. We better hope.
Yeah.
That's all we can do is hope. We gotta hope he was on the second floor in this motherfucker.
Still going head first into the ground.
Word.
I don't know.
That's still
Yeah, that's tough.
Still a
I mean,
nice
the
drop.
Second floor is gonna be.
Yeah, because he was legs up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right.
That's
he's
tough.
going.
Unless he does like a quick flip.
Yeah.
But that's gonna
Some
require like,
stuntman shit.
yeah, that's gonna require some like quick thinking when your life is in danger.
Mm.
Me, I just be going head smash into the pavement. That's what I be doing.
Yeah, they would have heard me like.
I'm not
It's been
thinking
an honor.
that quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like, they've been holding him for a while. Like
Yeah.
the blood has been rushing to his head already.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
He was being held. Before,
Yeah.
The whole conversation.
The whole conversation. Yeah.
Yeah,
by the
that's
time
tough.
they drop him, he's like trying to get his.
Yeah,
his whole-
this shit's gone. That's
Yeah.
tough.
So that's how
tough.
ruthless
These
King
smart
Lolo was.
motherfuckers.
But then he got by the payday loan people.
Yeah, that's...
I'm never going back.
It's a good gag. It shows...
No, that's funny.
That was a good
Was like,
callback because they did say
Damn,
that
bro, how
anybody.
you into so deep?
I would like to assume that he got this loan before he's decided to become a gangster.
Sure, but
He just
they
went
had
too
his
deep.
face up there.
He's in too deep.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It might be him and Lucky might be two different
Yeah.
spectrums of what happens when you get caught up in that payday.
Did
loan
SZA
thing.
get anything for snitching?
No, remember they said they only got
$30.
$30,
Oh,
but they had to mail. They had to wire it
She's
to.
like, we're gonna wire your reward
Yeah.
tomorrow.
And I laughed because I was like, that lady could have just probably pulled $30 out of her pocket.
no, that's
Just feel like,
petty. Like, yo,
Yeah.
$30 for snitching.
y'all wanted 10 to 5.
Like, it's smart, because I didn't want to get this guy my money.
But that was the wildest reward I ever. It's like $30.
Like,
Like,
$30 a snitch?
I mean, I would have took it. I also would have taken it.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
we're
my
not gonna
bottom
turn
line.
down
Yeah, I'm not gonna turn down
$30.
$30. Yeah,
It's like,
But
bro,
it
come
should be
on.
more.
Yeah.
it definitely should have been more.
If it's worth that much to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No cops in this movie.
No. Don't snitch, kids.
Yo, you right.
Yeah,
Ambulance
no
and firefighters with no cops.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. And I think it was part of the joke because when he was like, "You call the cops," she was like, "I didn't call them."
Right.
Like she called. It's like in this case, I called something worse than the cops.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. Yeah,
That
for this
makes
movie to be
sense.
that, because even Friday had cops when
Mm-hmm.
they got Debo. Man, I mean that's not a bad thing though. But
No, it's not bad. It's interesting
know.
It is
choice.
interesting. Yeah.
I feel like it's like
an
an easy thing to like, portray, right?
Right.
But it's like in this case, yeah, like the payday people like took the role of the cops in this movie.
Right.
You know.
They really
so,
did.
So predatory lending and gentrification, good. It's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
I don't think it was good. I think the predatory loaning guys were still kind of dicks. They just...
No, it's
Oh yeah, 100%.
They
kidding.
saved them out of the convenience for their own lives.
And
Yeah.
then you're trapped in the cycle.
He's trapped in the cycle.
Like Lucky said.
That's what he's saying.
He was trying to warn him.
So they got him. So, but then when they, that makes me think. When they put him in the car, where were they even sending him? Right? Because they grabbed him, and then, because that's what made it funny. The firefighter dragged him out of the building.
Yeah.
And then somehow between the firefighter taking him out of the building, he was immediately passed off to the payday people.
Maybe this is maybe there's a dystopian alternate LA where like the predatory low people run this particular part of Los Angeles.
Maybe.
And the cops don't even
Well, because
have
SZA had called the payday loan people to rat him out.
Yeah.
And she probably told them that they were at that building.
Right,
they were
right.
at the time.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, because that's the only thing that made me laugh, because they showed when the firefighters took them all out.
Yeah.
And you could see King Lolo in the background being dragged out, and then next thing you know, he's in the car like, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
Exactly.
he must have been like, we'll take it from here.
That's what I'm saying.
But I was like, where did he go?
They got a black site. They're gonna torture him.
He's in El Salvador now.
Yeah.
Where's the money? I said I'll get it.
Yeah, they beat his ass, bro.
I said I'll get it later.
He in shock. He in tortured.
He get everything.
Yeah.
I think for me, it was something about the fact that there was a man that was waiting every time somebody ordered biscuits to run around Church's Chicken at full speed. No car, just straight on foot, and steal their biscuits and run off and eat it somewhere. But I thought that was too, like clockwork. He was just like...
And he had the full face covered, eye holes. Like, really thought it through. Honestly, it was giving me some ideas. Look, these fast food prices are getting crazy.
Where you going with this?
Where's she at? McDonald's now. Damn, McDonald's?
But I will become the biscuit burglar.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Sounds
Catch me in the drive-thru.
Catch me at the drive-thru. Y'all never gonna see it coming.
That's one pass. I feel like someone's done that before.
Probably.
Yeah, I feel like I saw footage.
I feel like it's hard to get away because like they have a car and you're on foot.
Yeah.
Which, as we saw in the movie where Bernice just killed him, she always the person was
and
like,
look,
she's like, yeah, I'm not today.
In New York, you're probably gonna have a lot of Bernices.
Yeah, somebody gonna chase your ass.
Yeah.
Especially if they pay for that shit.
Yeah.
So I get
he stole it from the wrong. I think she killed him. I think that was his grandpa.
He's stupid.
He was still breathing.
Oh, he was.
When she took the food, he like.
Yeah, they showed him.
Oh, bring him up.
Yeah, he was like, oh.
When she took the food, they had to be like, no, he's not dead.
Yeah, exactly. He had to do a little grunt.
Make sure you guys know he's not dead because that's gonna make us like a snuff film.
Yeah,
you know?
that'll turn Bernice into a whole different animal.
Yeah.
Because I remember that right when she went she picked up the bag, you heard
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool. He's alive. He's breathing.
Maybe he's
definitely gotta go to the hospital.
He might be paralyzed. Yeah. There'll be no more biscuit burgling in his life.
Or he's worse because he got the wheels on his shit. So now he just comes around. That'll be the sequel. He's still doing the shit. What is a wheelchair
now? That would be
now.
motorized.
Yeah. He's like, nah, I'm not done.
I think
I'm not done.
I want a scene in the next movie where he is in like physical therapy. He's getting better. But to help him walk, they put like the biscuits on the other end of the joints.
No, that's too much time. That's funny too, but
the whole montage of learning how to walk again.
But the whole point of it is for him to like once he gets back on his feet and he can like walk functionally again. He just looks at the camera. And he's like, "I'm coming for the biscuits, Bernice." Just like that. I'm gonna try you today. It just runs and tries again. I thought that'd be cool.
Yeah, his triumphant return to biscuit burgling.
He's not gonna learn.
And then the drive-through guy is like tears in his eyes, like so happy, like he's back. Like
Bernice is running fast with the car again.
But that's the whole point. Once you take the biscuit, how much faster can you run? Are you better? Are you worse?
Worse. You got hit by because it took you almost a full year to get back to able to run. So he definitely worse. He's not saying this ain't Dragon Ball Z.
Hey man, I saw Batman get his back broken.
So he trains. He trains to get back into.
He's not a real person.
That's what I want to see. I want to see him train.
Yeah.
I want to see him.
He goes like a cave in China.
Yeah, him and the White Castle dude. The White Castle dude is like his trainer. He's holding a bag. He's like,
he's
whoa,
sparring with the
Burger King. He's just sparring with him like every time. He's like, come on, duck, jump over the car, like just. that would be fine to me.
I guess.
Side story. Fuck it. It don't got to be the
Spin-off.
spin-off movie or a TV series about the biscuit burglar. You know what I'm saying?
Coming soon on
Like,
Netflix.
coming soon on Netflix. You know what I mean? Like
4 episode of Finn. Get fucked.
yeah.
It'll be like Frasier, but for one of them days. Successful spin-off.
Successful spin-off. Yeah.
Why not? You might as well.
Let's do it. 2026.
You get this random side character.
It ain't hurting nobody.
But yeah, I just thought that was mad funny to me. That was a good Who's Man's. Besides the landlord too. Landlord to me was like
Oh yeah.
typical landlord. But I just thought.
But he got fired, so fuck him.
Yeah, classic
He did get fired.
landlord villain.
Classic landlord
Yeah.
villain. I thought it was funny.
We can all agree, fuck landlords.
Yeah, because when homegirl came in, oh, take all the cookies you like. I said, yo, this guy, he
was dumb. Like, he did it for
up.
all those people, bro. Switched up his wild.
Dog took a shit. He said, excellent. With this one lady. I said, yo, if my man was waiting. He said, if she come through and she bring the whole squad, I'm going to get everybody out of here. We going to be set for life.
Yeah, that's what
I'm going to charge them out the ass and they all go pay. I think that was his ultimate goal.
Yeah, of course.
Like, ultimate goal is a
That's why he wasn't fixing shit.
Yeah. No,
She said it. She said exactly what it was.
But if he evicted them, oh, that shit would have got fixed. Because the next person would have been homegirl, like some friend of homegirl. Should have been like, this is my friend.
Well, because of
Yeah,
the
they
fire.
renovated after they evicted
Yeah.
you, yeah.
Yeah. Think about it. Bethany would have been like, this is my friend.
Every time someone moves out of my building, there's a renovation
See?
that happens.
They like, get him. Get it going up.
Yeah, there's a big divide in the building of who has an old apartment and who has a new apartment.
Savage.
Was she working at Waffle House, right?
It was
Or was
like
it
some
IHOP
kind
or
of
some shit
diner.
like that? Yeah, it was diner.
But like that kind of vibe.
Yeah. And that's
Maybe
why
not as trashy as a Waffle House.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And that's what I liked about it too, being it's still keeping on that Friday aspect, because as we know on Friday, homie lost his job and ain't never been right since. Like all his other jobs sucked ass. But this one is like she had a decent job and was aiming to get a better job. And I always love that in movies, like especially in black films, because we always have this stereotype where it's like we have like the worst jobs or we just resort to selling drugs. And in this one, she had to do none of that.
Nope. The friend ain't even doing none of that.
Her friend wasn't even doing that. Her friend was just aspiring artist. So it's just like, that to me is a positive.
There were some bums. Keyshawn was a bum.
But yeah, we're going to have those little stereotypes. That's okay. Because you see, the joke was that.
Well, men ain't shit.
Yeah, your joke was that he ain't shit, but he just, he was packing. So he was using that to his advantage every chance he got.
Homosexual.
Yeah, he was using that to his advantage.
Fucking for a home.
Whatever. Fucking for a home.
Here's the thing. If I had to resort to homosexuality, don't be a dickhead about it, bro. Don't try to...
No, you gotta be gracious. Yeah, no. But
don't be taking people's money. Like, bro, this be...
Nah, he really...
Ride it out till you get on your feet and then just move on.
The point of the story was that he had to maximize that that ain't shitness.
That ain't shitness.
To keep this story pushing and pushing. So it was like, you gave your rent money to him? Yeah, where'd he go? Oh, shit. Took his whole sneakers in 2 seconds and bounced. And bounced.
He was gone.
But the fastest shit I seen in any movie.
Bernice got him right a little bit. Well, not really, because
you say, oh, well, she scared him.
Yeah, she scared him.
He was scared for the whole movie. He was like, please don't beat him out, girl. And he beat her. He beat the shit.
I don't think he was. No, I think he was scared for his own.
Oh, he was 100% scared for his own life. He knew he was gonna get his ass whooped. He probably did after all that. They got in the car. She was like, you made me come the fuck all the way out here. He was like, God,
yeah, she definitely hit him. Good, as she should.
Well, she got that money though. So.
Yeah, I think she got the money and probably just pushed him to the side. Like, yo, you was whack anyway. Because he came back quick by the end of the movie. He was like, I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah, she ain't giving none of that.
Bernice is scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm scared of Bernice.
Traumatized.
She in her defense, they did record her running into that car door full force.
Yeah.
In her defense.
That's true.
So she was pretty much tight for the rest of the movie. So she had a reason to crash out.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm glad that someone put the fear of God into Keyshawn because he sucks.
Yeah, he sucked.
He's a bum.
He's a bum.
Well, that's why I was like, they had a lot of dudes that outside of like Maniac that just was whack. And I think the funniest one was the fact that when they got evicted, she pointed it out, and I laughed too hard the first time I saw it. She was like, so you just went and moved all that stuff out in 32 minutes?
Yeah.
I said, yo, I didn't even think about
I
that.
thought about that. I was like, that's a lot of stuff.
That was mad
Even
stuff.
like when they were just like showing their apartment like before, I was like, they get it fixed. It's gonna take a minute to get all this stuff.
Yeah,
out.
and your man did that in half an hour.
Yeah, that would have been savage.
I'm like, what? You like hire movers?
Yeah.
That's what I said. I was like,
Like,
who did you
only way to
hire?
do it.
Carrying a couch down the
Just-
stairs, like.
Hurry up, they almost here. I say, yo, this man is Superman, yo. He did all that shit mad quick. My man looked at his watch and was like, yeah, they definitely not here. I'm fucking all this shit up.
I mean, realistically, he probably just made some of the kids who live in the apartment building.
He might
do
have.
it.
He might have.
He just did child slave labor,
He just-
probably. Like,
Go be good.
No,
little
he said he
boys.
started earlier.
yeah, but he didn't move all that
But
stuff.
that by himself
He's an
though,
older
bro.
guy.
Yeah,
Sure,
come
yeah.
on now. That's why I said he thought he was Superman. He wasn't
Back
Superman.
isn't good, you know. He's not in shape.
Yeah, my man was lifting up legit shit. Like it was a couch.
Oh,
Yeah,
couch.
It was a whole couch.
It was a
Ain't
whole
no way. Ain't no way.
Tables and
Tables and
All
shit.
sorts of shit.
Either he hired somebody to like, yo, I just want to be petty and I'll pay you to help me be petty, or he really was a sadistic motherfucker, just like,
Oh, from his raw anger, like, oh,
yeah,
fuck
just
you,
like,
bitches.
oh, you
That's
motherfuckers
crazy.
ain't paying me my shit.
Hey, listen, man, people getting blasted into like walls and stuff.
Yeah,
It might
but
be like a cartoon universe, bro. A little bit.
that was different though.
Yeah.
That wasn't a
That's it.
grown man. Was it a grown man lifted a bunch of furniture for 32 minutes?
It was a grown man getting pushed by some vapor into a wall that it made it cracked.
He might be dead. What other
He was
part
alive.
of
He was not dead. He was talking.
Yeah.
what other part of the movie you seen him in?
She didn't go back to work.
She didn't go about to work for you.
Yeah, at the end they showing the credits when she ran out the business.
Yeah, but she wasn't in the kitchen.
You're
Yeah.
right. She was in the kitchen.
Why are you trying to kill this man?
Because you was trying to say there's mutants in this movie.
I didn't say mutants. I just said their power levels might be higher than ours.
They were like,
might,
look, if we show this guy again,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to pay him more,
Yeah.
and we already.
maybe
It might have been superpower hood people. You might
Yeah.
be right.
maybe
Between
the
a
one-
butt bomb.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
They're one step below like
Yeah.
Asgardians. And that Asgardian shrimp, but it's right there. It's like,
Maybe this movie was in New Asgard.
yeah, possibly.
I'm being stupid. What would you would you want to see, like a sequel or something?
I mean, it has to be a sequel. It can't be a remake.
Well, that's why I asked for a
Okay.
sequel.
I would definitely. I mean, yeah, I would definitely watch a sequel.
Yeah,
Okay.
Again, I would watch Keke Palmer do anything.
Yeah.
that's fair. That's
And
fair.
I don't. Has SZA acted in other
I
stuff?
think this is her first.
Because she was really good.
Yeah, right?
She was like very natural.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, she's still like a performer, and like she's done music videos, right? So it's like she's filmed things, but like, no, she was like really good.
Yeah. She was.
I feel like when like singers cross over to acting, it's kind of hit or miss, you know.
Yeah, this ain't no Mariah Carey.
This ain't no Cameron.
That part.
Yeah.
This ain't no
I mean,
camera.
that wasn't a real movie. I'm not gonna count that. He wasn't trying.
What
That
about-
wasn't a real movie. He brought his daughter on stage. Got his daughter.
Well, was he not trying in percentage?
I think he was trying. Wasn't he paying for it?
Yes.
That don't mean you trying.
If I was paying to make my own movie, I would try.
I would probably, I was about to say, I would try at least.
I put up my own money.
Yeah, if I'm coming out of pocket, I'm
Did
gonna
he hire an
try.
acting coach?
I ain't say all that. We just say you're gonna try. That's all
Whatever
we said.
his version of
Yeah,
try.
we just say you're
Fair
gonna try. We didn't
enough,
say
fair
when
I'm not gonna say how successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
There's no guy that walked in and had him reading Shakespeare or some shit. No, we just say
Fair
that
enough.
when somebody said action, your man was help.
I'm just saying these are two very different levels of movies.
No, we get that,
Yeah.
but I agree with what she's
Contrasting.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
we're just
fair
saying that
enough.
like certain times when certain musicians cross over, you're right. It's like it's real hit or miss depending on their performance.
Yeah.
And this was one that was like, thank God, like this was good. Like
I
she
hear you.
did it because she
Yeah.
could have just been like very stiff or robotic or something. Instead, she brought it home.
I don't think the people involved would allow that.
Like I would watch other things. Like I would watch SZA act in other things.
Yeah.
You know, like this is like. Yeah, she did a good job.
No,
I
she
would-
did
I
a
would
great
have to
job. Yeah, I want a whole trilogy series.
Yeah, you might as
See
well
more of Maniac.
Yeah.
do a Christmas one, do a
Yeah.
Halloween
Let's
one.
do a crazy hijinks Alyssa gets into.
Yeah,
Bring Bernice back. She could join the team.
if they have it in the budget, I would welcome a trilogy. I mean, not a trilogy. Sorry, a TV series, like a Netflix series. That would be fire to me. But
I don't know if SZA got that much time.
That's what I'm saying. Well,
she's
yeah,
busy.
you're right.
They're all
Just
busy.
keep it a trilogy.
SZA is on tour, right?
Yeah.
She's about to be on tour.
Keke has like 500 jobs.
Or
Yeah.
that burglar son of a bitch. He can get a
That spinoff.
yeah. He can get a
Spin-off,
spin
baby.
off. They
Biscuit
don't have to
burglar.
show up in that.
Biscuit Burglar. There we go.
Another one of them days.
Yeah.
Another one of them days. That's all I want.
That's what we'll call
The
it.
title's literally right there, baby. Prove it right. It is. It's super easy. Like, that's all you got to do is call it that.
Watch them fuck it up and call it 2 of them days.
Nah, don't do that.
Days. If I see that, I'll be like, oh,
Nah, don't do
man.
that. Don't do
it was
that.
right there. What are you doing? It was right.
Unless it takes over the span of 2 days. That's the only way it works.
Yeah, there's that.
If they do 2 of them days.
But if
you
they
have to
do that,
bring
I'm
me
still
back.
gonna, I'm gonna be like, come on.
Got you.
Bring me back for 2 of them days.
Listen, in a world where we're finally getting a last Friday,
Yeah.
it should just be called another one.
They might as well do a crossover. Fuck it.
If another one, if they make another one of them days and it blows up, then yeah, I would.
Oh wait, they
welcome
said
that.
they were in Crenshaw. She said she went to Crenshaw.
Who?
Sorry. Keke Drew.
Oh, right.
When she was talking to Bernice,
Right.
she said she went to Crenshaw High School. So I guess they're...
You think you're trying to set up a...
Crossover, baby.
The whole time, I'm like, where in LA are they? Like, I was trying to figure it
I
out.
want that. I want that crossover. Come on now.
You're trying to set up a cinematic universe?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I'm all for the crossover
The
shit.
sequel has Kendrick in it.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that'll be tough.
He need one quick cameo.
Yeah.
Be like a
I
friend
mean,
of Lucky's.
SZA's involved, so
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
It has to happen. Friend
We
of
can
Lucky's.
make that happen.
Yeah, I want that. I'm welcoming that. Whoever Miss Singleton,
Putting it out there,
Issa
manifesting.
Rae, Issa, listen.
Issa, we know you're watching.
Yeah. I saw your Black Mirror episode, Issa. I'll tell everybody it was fire. And I don't care what the internet say. Come on now.
What?
Come on
Whoa.
through.
I'll find out for myself.
Oh, my fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah, please.
My bad.
bro.
I ain't
Come
spoiled
on.
nothing.
I know, but like, don't even hint that it could be bad.
You gotta see for yourself.
I haven't heard anyone say it's bad.
Yeah, I haven't really been checking for it, honestly. I haven't seen shit.
I said too much.
Yeah,
So,
you did.
let's go ahead and cap it there.
Yeah.
But as you know, folks, this is what we do. Hood Films, we do it. We had to get our good friend Alison Klemp back in the building.
That's me.
Make sure you see the movie on Netflix. And as always, we thank you for doing the podcast with us. Another edition.
Thank you for welcoming me to your Hood Films.
That's right. And if you could kindly let these people know where they could find you so they could see about shows and stuff that you're doing, performing.
I'm on every social media platform at Alison Klemp, ALISONKLEMP. Find me.
Find her and check her out. She's hilarious.
Another one on Fridays. That's the crossover name.
Oh,
That's gonna be
Another one of them
I
Fridays.
was like, what?
that's gonna be
The light bulb
Name
just
of
went
it.
off his head. He was like,
Yup.
oh shit.
That's it. Might as well do it, fam.
Okay, there you
it
go. Knock it out. There you go. Just future thoughts.
This is on record if you guys do.
Yeah.
You have to pay us.
Word. We call.
Yeah. Unless you find
we
out
predicted
something
this
funny.
shit. I'm getting it out in the next couple of weeks, so that way nobody try to take our ideas. Just in case. As always, you can follow us on our link tree, so you can check us out on all social media using that. All of the social media that you heard tonight will be in our descriptions, so that way you can follow us and check us out. But once again, happy anniversary to Welcome to My Hood Films.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Happy to be here.
I'm glad you would be here. You were here for all our accomplishments. We appreciate you.
And I'll be here for your downfall.
God damn. Damn. No, you were here for most of our stuff, so that's a fair point.
Yeah. That's
One day we'll get the game show back on, and but until then we got this. So as always, thanks for watching. We're gonna head on out of here and we're gonna party now. So it's your boy signing off, Marvin Lattimore,
Tony Francis.
Alison Klemp.
and we are off this, people. Peace.